characterize students in 2023? Like they're stepping onto your campus. What needs, issues, challenges do they have? From your observation, from your anecdotal sort of interactions with them.
Yeah, so I think one major thing that comes to mind is just how do you access information that you can trust? I think it's really easy to get inundated by, and I'm not saying, no judgments made about where you access your specific information, but a lot of people and kids that I'm talking to are talking or listening to influencers on TikTok, maybe YouTube, and I'm sure there's a lot of good information from some of the people that they're getting this information from, but how do you distill it into something that you can feel like you can trust and act on? Because there's learning about these terms from people where it's like I mentioned the term Roth IRA, and a lot of students they're like, oh, I've heard of that, like I should have that, but understanding what makes it actually relevant and important to them is a different story. And so I think a lot of students are looking for just someone to talk to and to actually just be able to sparse through some of the information, which is great to have. But then how do you design your behavior and not get distracted by all the information gathering so that you can actually put it into practice and feel just a bit better, at least from those next steps? And I love how David framed it, where it's like, where are you at right now? What are the next steps? And then how do you keep breaking that down into small chunks that you can keep that momentum going? But the accountability, I think, goes such a long way. I know for me personally, I need to have some accountability for some of the most important things in my life. And I'm sure that's relatable not just with your finances, but with your health. It's like you have your accountability buddy that you go to the gym with. And a lot of times, even when I'm doing a workshop, I'll literally say, like, well, having some routine about managing your money, maybe you have someone that you do it with. It could be a partner, it could be a parent. And I've literally had people in the session schedule a money date together, and they would meet up and start to spend that little bit of time to even just develop awareness of like how they were spending throughout the week. And again, I love to merge these worlds of like philosophy and wellness with personal finance. And I think it comes down to like awareness and intentionality with your personal finances. And I think that's the kind of thing that maybe resonates more with a younger generation now that is more wellness focused on promoting mental health and having more vulnerability in their conversations with even their friends when money used to be more of a taboo topic to even talk about. I think making it feel more like you can have these conversations. But again, making sure you're not being sold to by people who are selling the next crypto scam. I think trying to distill that and having those healthy, trustworthy conversations is important. So, where are those supports when it's not even required in a lot of high school education as well? How do we have those conversations earlier? Even if you're not an expert, parents can have these conversations too.